I'm Rachel Johnson, and I'm the CEO here at Cherryland Electric Cooperative. This month, I'm coming to you with a personal update, not a cooperative update. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that is a cause that is now very personal to me. As most of you know, in June of 2023, I became the CEO here at the co-op, but what you may not know is that 6 months later, in December of 2023, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. My breast cancer was treatable but aggressive, and so we had to treat it aggressively. I underwent 4 months of chemotherapy this spring, followed by a double mastectomy, and now am going through an additional 8 months of a targeted immune-based therapy that will go through the end of the year. So I should be wrapping up my active treatment sometime around December. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lives. Breast cancer is the most common cancer diagnosis in the United States. This year, it's estimated that over 360,000 people will be diagnosed with breast cancer and over 42,000 people will die from it. 10% of the women diagnosed with breast cancer will be under the age of 45, just like me. It's a tough but common diagnosis, and we're lucky that there are treatment options out there, but it doesn't make it easy. This year has been a wild ride, and not at all the year I expected, not what I was planning to do with my 2024. So let me start by saying I'm doing really well. I've tolerated my treatments well, and my cancer has responded to them, for which I'm incredibly grateful. I was lucky to feel well enough throughout my cancer treatments to continue to work, but I was also incredibly, profoundly lucky to have the support of the team we've built here at the co-op. It brings me so much pride to be able to say that not only am I doing well, but the cooperative is thriving as well, and that happened largely because of the work of our team this year. What I want to share with you today is just some reflections on what I've witnessed and what I've learned throughout this hard and unpredictable year in my life. Going through something like this alongside a team you've been tasked to lead requires incredible vulnerability, and that was really hard for me, to let the team see me struggling, to ask for and accept help, to be honest when I just couldn't do something. But what I've noticed is that that vulnerability, being honest with the team when I needed help, has led to deeper and more authentic bonds between me and our team and amongst our team. Bonds that help me get through my hard time, but that will also help us as a team as we navigate hard times the co-op might face now and into the future. We're stronger as a team because we've been through this. There's a proverb that essentially says something like, sticks in a bundle are impossible to break, and I feel that so deeply after this year. Sometimes when I was alone at night, fueled by steroids and chemotherapy, I felt like cancer was probably going to break me. But I never once felt that way when I was surrounded by my team of friends in the community who know who you are, my family, especially my husband who dropped everything to fight alongside me, my medical team here at Cowell and also in Grand Rapids, and my team, including our employees and your board of directors here at Cherryland, all helped me get through this. After I shared my diagnosis with the team here, I asked them to help me make this a great year for Cherryland, even if it wasn't going to be a great year for me personally, and they did. I've shared many of those successes with you throughout the year, from industry-leading reliability to managing incredible growth on our system to working through long-range financial planning and work plans. It's just been a really great year at the co-op. And that wasn't a given at the beginning of the year when we were figuring out how to navigate my diagnosis. But the thing is, they didn't just make it a great year for Cherryland. They made it a surprisingly great year for me personally as well. I say to them, and they'll laugh when they hear this, but my love language is now and will forever be team. My love language is team, because there's no problem too hard for this team. There's no problem too big for this team. I am deeply humbled by the way they came together to take care of me and to take care of each other this year. So as I wrap up my active treatment in the coming months and I move forward as a cancer survivor, I know that perhaps more so than any year in my life, this year has changed me in hard ways and in good ways. I've learned to focus on what I can control, to let go of what I cannot control, to cling tightly to joy and to hope, even in the face of loss, and to move forward without hesitation through uncertainty and fear. This year tested me, but it also made me a better leader, and I know it made our team better too, because it reminded all of us how unbreakable we are together and what happens when we can call on our deepest humanity and take care of each other through hard times. This has been the hardest season of my life. but it's also been incredibly heartbreakingly beautiful. And for that, I'm grateful. So this October, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I want to remind all of you first to be vigilant, do your monitoring through self-exams and routine mammograms. Keep in mind that both men and women get breast cancer, but just as importantly, I want to take a moment to thank my team here at the co-op. Our members are lucky to have you working on their behalf, and I am incredibly lucky to have you fighting alongside me. So thank you for all you've done for me this year and all you've taught me along the way.